Hi, my name is Alan, and I actually feel very honored to be spending some time today with Chef Levana Kirschenbaum.
Hi, Alan.
Levana has been recognized by industry giants as being a pioneer in the area of kosher cuisine. For many years, she was the owner of Levana's restaurant, which was iconic as far as haute cuisine in kosher cooking in New York City. She is at present a cookbook writer. She gives classes, and today we're going to learn how to make some of her signature recipes.
Well, Alan, it's so nice to see you, and I'm delighted to be working with your brand new product. I remember when I met you, it was my friend Pessy who took me to you in your early days. You were working in your house, and I met you with Jack, and as much as I resist this kind of cold cut like food, it was so fabulous. But here is the thing with this kind of food, and you have, I believe, 4 or 5 varieties. One is hot Italian, sweet Italian, chorizo. What else?
We also have bratwurst, and
the bratwurst. We're gonna do something another time. We're gonna do a shukrut or something.
And we have a South African specialty called borvos.
Oh yeah, borvos. Everybody is crazy about that. We have South African in my neighborhood. So what I love about this is that because it is so well seasoned, a little goes a long way. So whereas you would cringe at what would happen if you were eating 2 whole links, then it becomes very desirable to crumble them or dice them and put them in a soup or put them in a frittata like we're going to do, or make a whole paella dish with it, combined with a little chicken, and that gets us so much mileage. In fact, every bag is about 12 ounces, and that is enough to make a whole meal out of a soup that will serve 12 people. So I want to tell you how I make this soup. It's a Moroccan soup with using our Moroccan seasonings. It is amazing what it will do for it to turn it from just a first course to a main course.
What is that first green that you're using?
So all I have now so far is I have hot water just to get my soup started, and the ingredients of the soup are lots of parsley. We don't use sprigs, we use bunches, whole bunches, and it's so good. And the food processor does it all for me. So parsley, cilantro, onions, peas, carrots, celery. Is very, very plebeian ingredients, and turmeric. We love turmeric. You know, we cook a lot with turmeric because it's a powerful antioxidant. So, and it doesn't modify so much. And you pulse. It does it all for you. You know, I have a friend who wrote me, and I put it in my cookbook. By the way, my cookbook is coming out June 1st, so I'm very pregnant with it. It's fabulous. So I have a friend who loves this soup, and she said, your pea soup is my new chicken soup in my house. She said, from all children, from my husband to my grandchildren, it's so much fun. And it's such comfort food. So here's my parsley. You don't have to do one by one, just whatever fits. You never want to crowd the food processor, because then you just cramp its style and it's not going anywhere. It has much more room to wiggle when you put a little at a time. So you have here parsley.
And are there different kinds of parsley? I know you
I much prefer flat. It's just so full of flavor. I just
There's a lot of, I noticed when I bought the flat parsley for you, it had a tremendous amount of aroma.
Oh, it's so good. It's so fresh. It's also a breath freshener. Natural and cheap breath freshener. It's wonderful. Cilantro. Where is the top? Right here. So you just go. Look at the time you're saving. So now in this soup I'm not putting any other spice than my turmeric, because I trust that with the mixture of flavors here, I have enough to make it very, very interesting. So this is cilantro. We can't live without cilantro. We just love. We Sephardis, Moroccans. I remember my mother came to a supermarket, and she, with me when she came first to America, and she saw cilantro. She said, oh, your father would consider living here. You have cilantro. She was like so delighted. Like she found a long lost long lost friend. She had been separated from it, a week or two. Celery, everything goes in the food processor, everything. I always instruct my students to peel the celery, because then it doesn't have those pesky and bitter fibers, so it just tastes so much better like that. 1, 2, 3, and it's all done. And what else goes in? Onions, carrots. Carrots are going to make a bit of a racket because they are tougher. Big racket because they are denser, they're harder. Just for a few seconds. Okay. And then onions, and so the whole thing is like a 5-minute preparation for a soup that will serve like 12 to 16 people, honest to God. And I am also mincing in the food processor, using the pulse button for everything.
Remember the days when we didn't have this?
We didn't cook. I didn't cook. I got engaged around the time where it was, I remember when, 76, and I think this was the time where it was getting popular. So, you know, my mother said, oh, you were waiting for the food processor to arrive on the scene to get married.
I remember the days of sitting there and just dicing it up by hand.
All right, this is wonderful. So this is it, and then I put my peas. You know what I noticed with children? This is green peas though, but they prefer yellow food to green food. So if you're cooking this with a lot of kids in mind, make it yellow with these. And then the color will not be as, you know...
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And I see they always gravitate towards it. We're going to clear this. And then our sausage that we diced. And then I would give it an hour and it'll be ready. And that's the whole thing, very low maintenance. And you see that because I have all the flavors and I'm relying on the flavors, I didn't saute anything, this will know what to do. It will be good. So this is it.
And for that dish you use the hot Italian sausage.
Hot Italian. Hot Italian is not the hottest of the line. There is another one, but it is the chorizo.
The Mexican style chorizo.
We're going to be using it for the paella. So I'm going to put this right behind me on the stove top, and I'm going to forget about it for a whole hour. Right here. Which one is this? This one. Very nice, and cover it. Okay, so I think this soup should be ready. 1 hour, and did you see how low maintenance? I didn't do anything. Once I had everything in the pot, I just let it go, go, go. Cook, cook, cook. Look how beautiful. See that? And it's a whole meal.
I love the color of it.
It's so much fun. Look at that. Taste. Then you can add, after you taste it, my bet is that it has most of the salt and the pepper it needs to have. But if you need more, and you know I didn't put any salt or pepper because I trusted that, what do you think, it needs more? Hardly any, right? Hardly any.
Perfect.
Isn't that nice?
I love it.
Parfait.
Perfect.
So you're not even adding any seasoning. So you know, this is good because it's good for people who are always watching salt, pepper. Some people just can't have loaded with salt. So I put in 12 ounces of that sausage to make like 12 to 16 serving. It's fabulous, isn't it?
And this is the hot Italian sausage.
Yeah, it's so
and
it has all those
if you chew the sausage good, you get some of that heat.
Right, exactly, and all the spiciness.